want to. Another time, perhaps.
Ah, Jacob. Miss Fry, how good to see you. Oh, have you seen Starlick's latest lies?
Lies in a newspaper?
What transpired from the new line you're establishing?
Oh, the cables we ordered never arrived. And then we intercepted this. A message mentioning cargo seized at College Wharf.
Then let's unseize it.
Oh, wait. Another intercepted wire contained the recipe for a powerful hallucinogenic serum. I've adapted this dart mechanism to work with your bracers.
Alec, you're a genius.
Well, that patently is untrue. Although I've also discovered that the serum adopts a form of a gas when subjected to heat.
Just when I think you can't surpass yourself.
Come on now.
Next time, make sure you're working for the right people, you lummox. Don't worry, we'll see your cables get delivered. They've got themselves a new destination.
Made a huge mistake.
Grab him! Drag him out!
Look at him!
There's trouble on the docks, lads! We need to get this load to Starrick now!
Right, lads. That'll be all. Poison. Val must know what kind.
Careful there, Mr. Bell.
Every worthwhile endeavour is fraught with dangers, my dear friends. None more so than yours. But you have triumphed once again.
How do you know?
We have entered the age of communication, remember? We've already received word from Greenwich that the shipment has arrived safely, thanks to you.
Have you discovered what else is in that shipment?
Indeed. I'm afraid that Starrick's poison has found its way onto the open market.
If he believes that will stop us, he is mistaken.
Worse, because it makes people
Get Starrick's soothing sirup right here!
It's all he drinks. Your syrup is liquefying him. He's turning him simple-headed.
Now, look now. You are scaring away my customers. Why don't you bugger off, or I'll give you something to remember me by.
Oh, you can't talk to me like that, you little gutterling.
What's all this then?
Oh, sod off!
If you'll excuse me, madam.
What the hell do you want? I'm just trying to earn a living.
I love London, don't you?
Looks like vomit to me.
You're dead!
Tell me where the syrup originates.
All I know is they make a run each day between the gasometers and the asylum.
I knew I was insignificant, but I didn't know I was feeling invisible.
Let's find out where that syrup is made, shall we? Easy, girl. Easy. Doing fine, girl. Slow down. Easy now. The man in charge of the syrup distribution runs a fighting club at the foundry.
Come again now.
I won't stand for this.
Give us a penny.
There you are.
There's a bull in it for you if you knock him out.
Ooh, that must have hurt.
Oi! Stop that, you macer!
Intruder! Stop him! Stop him! Watch yourself, I'll be on you in a flash!
What on earth is the matter
I'll
there?
slice you to bits!
Where is the syrup, mate? Speak now or forever hold your...
Rabble, I expect.
The distillery. It's a large building beside the brewery.
Now, to stop soothing syrup production once and for all.
Keep a sharp eye out, lads. Someone's targeting our network. The distillery might be next.
This will complicate things.
You should not go about frightening respectable gentlemen, young man.
I didn't realize snooping around was considered gentlemanly.
Snooping? Sir, I assure you.
Keep vigilant.
Quick, inside. That was too close a call. You, young man, gave me quite a fright. I thought you were one of them. But I realize now why you're here. Same reason I am, I imagine.
I imagine?
I believe I found something, young man. Rather impressive contraption, wouldn't you say?
I've seen bigger.
Stramonium, or devil's snare as it is commonly called. That goes into the syrup. An opium, no less. Revolting. Absolutely sickening. A favorable way to proceed, wouldn't you agree? Oh dear.
Find a way out of here, quickly.
What about the other one?
Take a wild guess.
Very well, young man.
Every man for himself!
Well done, dear boy. Well done. Charles Darwin, delighted to make your acquaintance.
Jacob Fry. The pleasure's all mine.
While you were busy wreaking havoc, I found this. It indicates that a sample of every batch has been sent to Lambeth Asylum.
Oh, I wonder if it's visiting hours.
Don't be so hasty, Mr. Fry. Many people work at Lambeth. You wouldn't want to attract unwanted attention.
What's the fun in that?
Not every problem can be solved by blowing things sky high. Sometimes a little discretion is in order. It's getting late. I will meet you at the asylum to continue our investigation.
Easy does it.
Never done you wrong, sir. Never, I say. Mr. Owen, you are truly the most insufferable fellow I have ever had the misfortune to counter.
I have told you before, sir, I had nothing to do with that anonymous article. Nothing, I say.
That is a lie, sir. And you know it.
Bah, I don't have time for this nonsense.
Nonsense? It is my name and reputation you have willfully besmirched, sir. My very name.
Bah! Drive, damn you, drive!
That is Richard Owen, a vile, despicable wretch of a man.
Really? I could have sworn you were close friends.
Mr. Owen works at the asylum. He will know who made the syrup. Get him! Get him!
Faster, you nitwit! Faster! Now will be a good time. Whatever Darwin is paying you, it's not worth it. Do you realize how much trouble you're in?
None at all?
Bah! If you're trying to intimidate me, ruffian, you're wasting your time.
I've always wondered how much of a beating this type of vehicle could take.
Yeah!
Here I come!
Yeah! Yeah!
Coming through!
Yeah!
I just have a few questions for you, sir.
Whatever it is, Darwin, I will not give in. Yeah! Yeah! Take this! Yeah!
What about Starrick's soothing syrup?
Soothing syrup? Why wouldn't I have any interest in Penicillin?
I wager your life, Mr. Owen, that you know something.
No, I'm telling you, I do not know a thing. I swear. Nor have I involved, or have I ever been involved with anyone selling that takes medicine.
There may be some truth to that, but you do know who created it. Tell me.
I will not trust a word on the matter.
Next stop, the River Thames. Better speak now, old man.
Stop! For pity's sake, stop or I can tell you everything I know! Dr. Elliotson, Dr. John Elliotson. He formulated the elixir. He's the man you want, not me. I beg you, good sir, stop this madness.
Now, was that so hard?
Yes!
A letter? For me?
A pleasure to see you.
The train's ours now. May as well make ourselves at home.
Ah, another exciting night home for Evie Fry.
Just on my way out, actually. I found the Piece of Eden.
What's this one going to do, Heal the sick, deflect bullets, control the populace?
They're dangerous objects, Jacob, especially in Templar hands.
Oh, you sound exactly like Father.
If only. Lucy Thorne is expecting a shipment tonight. She's Starrick's expert in the occult. I'm nearly certain she is receiving the Piece of Eden Sir David Brewster mentioned.
Sounds like fun. Mind if I join you?
Promise you will stick to the mission.
I swear.
The contents of that box are worth more than your life and those of your entire family. Do you understand?
Yes, Miss Thorne.
Careful there! And double the guard on that cart!
Now, Miss Thorne, there's the matter of some papers for Mr. Starrick. If you'll just come this way.
Very well, but make it quick.
Whatever it is she's after, it's in that chest.
There are gunmen on the rooftops.
Can you dispose of them before I reach the cart?
I was hoping for a challenge.
Someone must put an end to this rumpus.
Did you find it?
Actually,
There he is!
I think it's best we leave.
what did you do?
It's hardly the time for questions!
Whoa! Come on!
Last time I was gone.
He wants me to come
What
over.
are we supposed to do with papers?
Read them! If only we had the time!
If you really want to fight, come over here!
Jacob!
My sister will be
Jacob, careful! I need cartridges! It's papers, Jacob! Documents, research!
Steady on.
My sister will give you a walloping! Come try not to stop the car!
Would you drive a little more carefully? You're endangering the documents!
No! More documents! Perhaps it's better I just stop right here!
Would you drive a little more carefully? You're endangering the documents!
No! More documents! Perhaps it's better I just stop right here! Come try and knock us off the cart then! My sister can dodge bullets too!
We need to get this crate back to a safe place!
What do you think I'm trying to do?
At the best, I'd say kill us both!
If you really want to fight, come over here!
Jacob!
My sister will give you a walloping! Take my cartridge!
Jacob, careful!
What is it?
It's papers, Jacob! Documents, research!
What are we supposed to do with papers?
Read them! If only we had the time!
My sister will give you a walloping! My sister will give you a walloping! Where's your piece of Eden?
Get us out of this and I might find out! I'm out of bullets!
Take my cartridge!
What about the chest?
Leave it! Jump now! Well, that was fun. Thanks for the invitation. Let's do it again.
Damn it.
We fixed up the train for you. Lick of paint, new rugs from Camden Loch, and my wee sister, the seamstress, did a discount on the curtains.
Do be careful with that sharp blade.
Seems a letter has come for Jacob.
Dressed to the nines, are we?
You may have not found a piece of Eden, but this material is invaluable. Look. It says the London assassins had found a shroud.
The Shroud of Eden is supposed to heal even the gravest injury. If the assassins had found something like this, surely Father would have known.
There must be something we're missing.
Something only we can see. These look like directions. Are you coming?
Fieldwork is not really my speciality.
We found a clue to a precursor object. Don't you want to follow it?
Put that way, one can hardly refuse.
Easy now.
Do you know, I think this map may be taking us to the Kenway mansion.
Kenway? The pirate?
Master assassin and pirate, yes.
How much do you know about the Shroud of Eden?
It's said to heal the sick. Popular myth is that it brings people back from the dead, but the assassin records say that's not true. I've never heard of one being in London. Do you really think Edward Kenway could have found one?
He travelled extensively, so it's possible. But if he did, he kept it a closely guarded secret.
But if it's true, what a find it would be.
Indeed. I'm eager to find out myself. It's surprising that you haven't already searched the Kenway house. I think this is it.
I think you're right. Look.
I'll be in the study. I don't want to be interrupted unless you have news of the lost notebook.
That makes getting in a challenge.
You still intend to enter?
If this is a Templar stronghold, it won't get any easier. Don't worry. We'll stay well away from Miss Lucy. Shall we? Can you check over there?
Still nothing here, same as last time.
What are we looking for?
I'm not quite sure.
What are the Templars not seeing?
Something only we can.
Not enormously subtle, is it?
Clearly Kenway had a strong sense of spectacle.
This is incredible.
The history of the London assassins. Bolt holes, vaults, a hidden key. This is it.
You say you heard music? There was no opening there before.
It's closing!
Yes, I can see that. Help me block it.
We need to find another way out.
You two, get Henrietta. Try to find if there's another exit.
An entire vault, filled with assassin history, left behind once again.
Very good.
Time to go to work. Who's a good horse? You are. Yeah! 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 Slow down! Yeah!
Slow down now. Whoa, easy. Yeah, there.
Get your everyday essentials right here. Just come on, pick it up. No. It's all right, it's all right. Take it up, take it up. Look at those there. Knock him down. Every... But this...
Mr. Fry, I trust that you had a productive meeting with Mr. Owen?
Oh, yes. We had the most wonderful chat. I found out the man behind Starrick's soothing syrup is John Elliotson.
Dr. Elliotson, I haven't heard that name in a long while. He was a brilliant heart specialist until he became obsessed with phrenology and mesmerism. It ruined his career. Well, how shall we proceed?
Oh, with all respect, Mr. Darwin, I believe I should proceed alone. After all, we wouldn't want to attract any unwanted attention.
Sounds very wise. Good luck, my boy. Oh, and Mr. Fry, should you find yourself with any free time, please do call on me.
trouble for this.
Where would I find the doctor? Ah.
As you've just witnessed, the application of too much pressure can sometimes result in unexpected outcomes. Unfortunately, it appears I've ruined the organ. Send up a cadaver.
At once, Dr. Elliotson.
I don't care about your ethics. And I care even less about your damn patience. Now hand over your keys.
What are you doing?
Haven't you heard? You're fired. Now bugger off.
How to do it.
I wouldn't trust the doctors here, especially that Elliotson fellow.
What's the matter?
Oh, young man, help. I must speak with Miss Nightingale at once. One of the brutes stole my key, and there's no one around. I can't get out of here.
Stole your key. Don't go anywhere. I might be able to do something.
These experimentations. I must speak to... You have my gratitude, sir. Well, you'll know where to find me, sir. Oh, go on now, sir. I will wait here.
Study phrenology, when rigorously practiced, allows us to discover each from an observation of the other. The science of life teaches us how to not only identify, but also how to measure the mental faculties.
So quiet.
Bloody rats! Take back! Still.
How hard can it be to fix a bloody crack in the wall? And don't come back! This place. So...
Here it is, Doctor.
We will continue our experiment shortly. In a moment, we will compare the brains of our two specimens. Since both specimens had a propensity... At last it ends. Yet I can only think of beginnings. A better tomorrow. Forged with the blood of visionaries.
All I see is the blood of a lunatic.
Do you truly believe murdering an old man will stop humanity's great architect? Crawford Starrick has a glorious design for mankind.
Designs are meant to be broken.
You're a child. A child who believes it can solve all the world's woes with a flick of a blade. Have you ever pondered the consequences of your actions, Jacob Fry? Or did your father teach you nothing?
Into the morgue.
Keep an eye on them!
It's strictly off limits. Stealing body parts.
How ghastly.
Elliotson expired, and soothing syrup production has ceased? Outrageous!
Fry intends to endanger all of London at the hands of the mob.
Or perhaps he doesn't intend much of anything at all.
Thank
but
you,
simply content to dice with our lives.
The asylum is shut up. Medical care throughout the city is in disarray. He cannot understand the consequences of his actions. The man is clearly an anarchist!
Gentlemen. This tea was brought to me from India. By a ship. Then up from the harbor
to a factory, where it was packaged and ferried by carriage to my door, unpacked in the larder and brought upstairs to me. All by men and women who work for me, who are indebted to me, Crawford Starrick, for their jobs, the time, the very lives they lead. They will work in my factories, and so too shall their children. And you come to me with talk of this Jacob Fry, this insignificant blemish who calls himself assassin? You disrespect the very city that works day and night so that we may drink this miracle, this tea.
I'm nearing the end of my research. Our beloved London shall not suffer such a bothersome fool for much longer.
And what of the sister I've heard of, Miss Fry?
Miss Fry shall be gutted. Soon enough. Delicious.
Sorry to interrupt, Initiate. Thought you'd like to know that Sean and Rebecca got away from Otzoberg. Berg runs a unit called Sigma Team. Violet DaCosta is his tech support. They've been hunting and killing assassins for a long time. Thank God you're all right.
Oh, tish tosh. It'll take more than a Templar super soldier to end the glorious saga of Sean Danger Hastings.
I was talking to Rebecca.
Right. Anyway, Berg's presence confirms it. The Peace of Eden is in London.
The Initiate's data sync suggests it's the Shroud.
The Templars seem to want it pretty bad all of a sudden. They must know something we don't.
The only thing we know is that we can't go up against Sigma Team alone.
Leave that to me. In the meantime, keep a low profile. Let the Initiate continue to sync the data.
A letter? For me?
Owning the railway wasn't enough. Now Starrick has bought an omnibus company as well. I suppose he wants to control the neighborhood's workers and keep them under his thumb.
Pearl Attaway is Starrick's competitor, is she? Perhaps it's time I went into business.
And Miss Fry, what are your plans?
I studied the history we recovered from the Kenway Mansion's hidden room. I'm off to a certain monument.
A letter? For me?
Ah! Oh, Jacob, Evie, it's you. Thank goodness.
Experimenting, are we, Alec?
Correct. And looking a bit frazzled. Nerves. It's those great oafs Starrick keeps sending round to coax me. He is offering a ridiculous amount of money.
Alec, you're not thinking of jumping ship, are you?
Never. I've been working on something in case they get too insistent. It's meant to stun an assailant, should the need arise.
Are you certain that it works?
Not as such. I've made 3 of them with varying degrees of acidity and whatnot. Oh, one must be the right formula.
Let's find some Starrick lackeys to target then, shall we?
Speaking of Starrick, he is still transmitting false information.
We could simply destroy his transmitters.
His company's too well guarded. The bombs will help, but it would be awkward to produce bombs that potentially do not stun. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like opportunity has come knocking. Oh dear, they never looked so angry before.
Stand clear, Alec.
Let us instead play a little linguistic game with them. Take the bombs and climb onto the roof. When I say the name of a fruit, toss one near the thugs.
Right then.
Oh, wait, I nearly forgot. Slip these into your boots and you will henceforth be immune to all voltaic discharge. I think. Good day, gentlemen. Oh, I would ask you in for tea, but I'm afraid I'm running rather late.
Enough of the niceties. We've come to smash your place up, ain't we, Bess?
You got one of them telly what's-its in here, ain't ya? And you've been reading messages from the Starrick Company.
That is as untrue as the notion that the Starrick Telegraph Company is emitting impartial information, sir.
Come again?
Your employer's promises are nothing but hot air. His operations are about to turn pear-shaped.
What's you going on about air and pears for?
I don't know, feel rough.
Scamps get everywhere.
Listen up, Belle, or I'll thump you till your ears are ringing.
Oh, a pun. Your wordplay delights me. And to think I worried you had the mental agility of a dollop of donkey's apples.
Apples?
I think he's trying to be funny.
Oh, you dropped a no on Bill, you little sod.
What? Ain't me, Bez? Oh, God blimey, it's got me throat.
Oh, those rascals throwing stink bombs again. It happens all the time around here.
Right, tell us where you keep that telly what's in. I'll count to 3.
3? Well, let's see how far you get.
1.
Do you really think I would keep it here? Do you see a cable? A telegraph without a cable is about as useful as a bell without a clapper.
I'll give you a bleeding clapper.
Well, bless my boots, you're as purple as a plum.
What is going on over there?
Bravo, Alec.
Thanks to you, Jacob. Your mere presence gave me courage and resolve I never knew I had. I found myself rather witty too.
Well, make some more bombs and let's sort out Starrick's propaganda machine, shall we?
The longer we can keep Starrick from spewing out false information, the more we can awaken the people with the truth about his operations.
Let's get to it then.
Would you believe my mother says there are still some wives in her street that swear by that soothing syrup? So I took it upon myself to tell her neighbours the truth about the obnoxious draft.
Good on you, Alan. But you can't go knocking on everyone's door.
No, I wasn't always welcome. It shows how false information can be as difficult to stamp out as fishwives' profanities at Billingsgate.
Or rats in the sewers.
But if we can eradicate the source that continually feeds such detrimental trash, then little by little the truth will take the upper hand and the sham will be flushed out.
Let's crack on. Here we are.
We will have to get in without being detected, mind.
While I stun them, you sneak inside.
I shall destroy not 1, 3 parts of the transmitter. He'll be as good as dancing before a public toilet without a penny.
Yeah. Easy now. Walk on, girl.
I won't have to hear with you. That's close enough.
You'll be sick.
I'll chop you into bits. Bloody hell! It's murder!
Something bad's happened!
I say, this is becoming rather perilous, to say the least. Oh, golly gosh, I felt that. I can't fiddly that one, but I've pulled it as well as a dentist pulls a rotten tooth. Here.
Move on to the next part, Alec.
Golly gosh, I felt that.
my dears, Jacob, Evie. Thanks are once again in order for supporting what is most dear to me and to our cause. Freedom of speech.
It's a blessing that you employ your genius for the common good, Alec.
However, I suggest you vacate your workshop.
No need. Not now you've given me sacks full of courage. And, besides, what with my little devices, I have all the protection I need. Should you find yourselves with a moment to spare, do drop by.
Miss Fry, what a pleasant surprise.
Hello, Clara. I was just going to check on Lambeth since the asylum's closing. What brings you here?
The children in my care have been falling ill. Our usual tonics aren't working. I came to...
Are you certain you're feeling all right?
Of course. I am, miss.
Clara! Is there a doctor nearby?
Bring her inside. She simply collapsed?
Yes, she said the others took tonic, but it didn't work.
I should think not. Ever since Elliotson was murdered, the district has been overrun with counterfeit tonics. This one needs proper care. But without the appropriate medication, she and the others will quickly decline.
What do you need?
I need supplies. Plenty of them. And medicine. Some of the less common ingredients are being stolen and sold at auction.
I'd be happy to help.
Here's the list. Miss?
Fry. Evie Fry.
I'm Miss Nightingale. How do you do? Please hurry. We don't have much time.
Easy, girl. Come on! Move it! Easy. Come on, come on! Faster! Come on!
Well, the ingredients are...
Good lord, stop! Thief!
I can't thank you enough. These supplies are meant for Miss Nightingale.
I'm here to collect them.
They're already loaded on the cart. Please take them.
Giddy up! You mean that cart?
Yes.
Of course it is.
Please be careful. Some of those items are fragile.
Easy. How'd it go? Here now. Move it! Slowly.
You're back. And not a moment too soon. I hope you brought the medication I requested.
How is she?
She will recover.
Pablo and Ellie, the children.
Thanks to you, we can distribute authentic medicine now.
But is that a permanent solution?
I will petition to have regulations put in place.
Lambeth is in your debt.
It takes a long time to change things. But I'm not going anywhere, Miss Fry.
I don't think you bought a ticket.
Come on! Move it! Whoa! Faster! Easy, girl.
Will never happen again.
So the hints you found in the Kenway house lead to the monument.
What a wonderful use of your time, following me around asking obvious questions.
Well, since Henry isn't here, I thought you might enjoy the company.
I don't require any company, and Mr. Green is following up on some leads of his own.
Oh yes, Mr. Green. That's a fascinating idea. Oh, please, Mr. Green, come and take a look at this book and stand oh so close to me, Mr. Green.
I do not. Oh, perhaps you have nothing better to do, but I'm busy protecting the assassins.
Are you really? What was it Father used to say?
Don't allow personal feelings to compromise the mission.
Precisely. Anyway, I'm off. If I find any more wild geese for you to chase, I'll be in touch.
Be ever more pleasant for your absence.
Please, show some respect for our guests. You will ensure that these stones will be replaced with better, safer houses, sanitation facilities, and less...
Keep back on me.
In an effort to ensure so great a tragedy will never happen again. I would like to thank our esteemed guest, Honorable Premier Disraeli. Any goings on?
I can see an advert for the show called
I require your help. Thank you. Anything I should know about? Take them.
What a racket! You sound like a bunch of children! You are being very ungrateful! Do you really want to keep living in tragedy?
Now, miss, we wouldn't want any
Well, we cannot continue this.
In my sight!
Crowded conditions, new methods of fire control. Will you please stop shouting? You are only being moved out of your home if it is unsafe. Our new proposal will ensure that these slums will be replaced with better, safer housing, sanitation facilities, and less open space.
This looks familiar.
Watch where you're fucking driving!
Hold it. Come on! Come on! Yeah! Move it! Faster! Come on! Come on! Yeah! Come on!
It's in the very top. The key to the vault, and the shroud.
Good day, Miss Fry. I'll take that.
You want the shroud to cement your own power. But what if you cannot control it?
And why do you want the shroud? Merely to keep the Templars from having it? How like an assassin. To hold the power of eternal life, and yet be too afraid to use it.
Eternal life. Is that what you think the shroud offers?
What I think is no longer your concern.
Coming with me?
I have other plans. Damn it!